Hey gamers, today we're going to look at Arkadia. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is very easy. You're going to take this little player piece, put it in the middle of the board here. You're going to put 12 pieces, 3 of each color, and the first scroll, second scroll, and then on the third scroll you'll put 1 of each there. That'll of course signify the end of the game when you get to that point. Each player is going to get their own different colored tint, their little player shield here. On the back of the player shield is your player's turn, even though you won't need this because the game's pretty simple. You're also going to have these little flags. You're going to have 4 of them, and you're going to pop them on your tent like so, and these are things that you'll eventually use to remove from the game and cash in to get some gold in the game. What golds are victory points basically. And you're also going to start the game with 4 randomly dealt cards in your hand. They could be of any shape, color, or sizes. And you're also going to start with 3 little workers. Look at these guys here. So each player is going to start like that, and you just pick whoever's going first. You also have the draw deck here and 3 cards that are revealed. So on your turn, very simple. You're going to play one of your cards from your hand. So let's say I played this. This is a 2-piece one. We have a bunch of tiles up here, and you'll basically have them somewhere on the board, and you'll be shifting through them. So I'll take the little 2-piece square, and I can place it anywhere on the board that is attached to this. I have to play it here or here, someplace where it's touching this. I can't just place it way out there. So the rule is, let's say I just place it there, and then I would put a black seal on it from the stash, and that would be my turn. Then I'd pick up one of these 3 cards, put it in my hand, replace it with a new card, and of course the old card I had will start a discard pile, I guess, over there. And that's my turn. Now the next player, let's say the next player, they played a card where they got to put this tile down, and they said, I'm going to put it, they can put it here because that touches. They can flip it around, put it there. But let's say they just want to surround this one, because you can play it on top beside other pieces that have been previously played. So they would put it here. And let's say it was a red seal. So then they put their red seal there. Now it goes to my turn, and I have some choices. Well, let me see. I want to play this little gray corner, or maybe the gold corner, or maybe the 3 red. Let's do the 3 red. So I decide I'm going to play that one. I choose a 3 red, proper piece. And if I play it right over here, a few things are going to happen. First off, if you notice, I covered one of these tents, and actually the player, they didn't either. I covered one of these tents. Whenever you cover a tent, you get a neutral worker from the game. He's no color, he's just a plain Jane worker. Now, why are workers important? Let me tell you. Let's say when I played that card, I decided to play it over, I don't know, let's say for some reason I decided to play it over here instead. Well, of course I put my red seal on it. I do get my neutral worker because I covered a tent, so I grab my neutral worker. But I can also, in the game, you can play a neutral worker to completely surround a building. When you do that, you get to claim the seal. Now this can also happen, like I said, I didn't have to play my neutral worker. I just could have put that little 3-piece right here, put my seal on it, and I could have grabbed that seal right there. But let's say if you're trying for multiple scoring, different scenario, you put these Tetris pieces go everywhere across the board. And let's say that this was my play. I put my, let me put the black seal here. I put my card there, and to fill in those last 2 spaces, I use some of my workers. 1, 2. Well, now I have completely surrounded both black and red, and I would get one of each seal, and I put that behind my player shield. Now, every time you collect a seal, you're going to place one of the little tower tokens around the castle here. So I played a black and a red. So I take a black, I put it anywhere here on the castle, and like that, and maybe a red, and put it right here. Now what that signifies is the moment that I want to use one of my flags to cash in on the amount of seals I have in my hand, I can get gold for that, and gold of course is victory points in the game. Right now, 1 seal is worth 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So is red. 1, 2, 3. Now let's say another player, though, they completed one and they got a gold seal from it. Well, they may say, you know what, I don't want black seal to be worth that much. I'm going to put that down there because I don't have any black seal. So now black is now down to 2, but gold is worth 1, 2, 3 now. And that's how you're going to play every time you grab a seal. Now when you cash them in, though, you will of course get the points for as many seals as you want. So let's say the yellow player had 5 red seals. So I used to cash it in because, man, that's 15 gold right now. So I cash it in. Well, I cash it in and then I get these little gold tokens from the stockpile. They come in 10s, 5s, and 1s here, but I would get 15 gold for cashing in all my red seals, and I put this behind my player shield, of course. So that's how you can score points or gold in the game. Now, one rule when you're stacking these, you may not stack one on top of another one until all of the first floor is filled. Once the entire first floor is filled, only then can you start stacking on the second level. So here I have all of them filled. Now I can start on the second level. And of course, once you finish the second level, the game will be over. There may be some other chances to score a little bit more because everyone gets one final turn when this second floor is built. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. You're basically putting these tiles, playing a card from your hand, placing the little Tetris piece in there, trying to surround the certain building to gather as many seals, to place as many of these as you can, to of course eventually cash in with your flags. You only cash in 4 times in the game. I should also mention you also get 2 additional gold workers, so if I'd use those 2 gold workers, I could take 2 more from the pool there and add them behind my player shield. At the end of the game, whoever has the most gold wins. Final thoughts, what do I think about the game? You know what, I got to play this game at BGG SpringCon and I did love it, but I thought, is it really something I want? Because it had, of course, it's a little area control kind of puzzle. You have to figure things out. I don't want to help someone too much, but I have to cover somewhat. And after a while, that board may spread out several ways, and you're thinking, hey, I don't think anyone knows how many seals I can cover with this. And you may have a ton of workers. You may want to save up and spend all in one go, which is what my little nephew did at the end, and he scored almost every seal in the game at the end. So it kind of came to an abrupt ending when he did that. So there are different strategies in there on how to score and everything, but there is enough in here to make it a decent game. I equivalent it kind of to, what is it, Cleopatra and the Society of Architects. The tile laying that you have up front there, where if you cover more bushes, you get more points. Here, if you cover tents, you get extra little workers that you can convert into points later on, of course, by surrounding other buildings and getting those seals. The time when to cash in on those seals are very hard, because do you help yourself or do you hurt someone else? Like I had it depends. Someone may have more black seals than me, and I'm going, you know what, if he cashed in right now, he'd make a mint. I want to cash in, but to be honest, I don't want him making any more money, so I'm going to use mine and cover up that black seal and make gold even worth more, because I know he has less gold and I have more gold. Do you want to cash in at the very end? I don't know. None of us have. Because there's a time when you think, this is about the most that will ever be on the board. Now's the time to throw my flag in there and cash in. So the time on when to cash in is also a little bit of strategy as well. But it is a very light game. I will mention that as well. We love it though. My nephews love it. My board game group loves it. I'm keeping it in my collection. Arkadia, well worth your time. All right, gamers, that's it. That's all the time I have for now. Until next time, game on.